Greetings, it's me, Dr. Paul Gerhardt, and I wanted to share a sample of a final paper that earned an A in Management 296. So what you're looking at is an APA 7th edition cover. You'll notice that the title of the paper is in bold. I've removed the student's name and the name of the person that they interviewed and the company name. I've kind of changed the company name. So your name would go here as the student, of course, Pierce College, and the course Management 296, Current Trends in Human Resources. On the cover, I asked that you put the name of the person that you interviewed, and I just replaced that. I put interviewee name here just to respect the name of the person that this student interviewed. I also changed the name of the company. I call it ABC Services, and so I do ask that you have the contact information, email, and phone number. Of course, I changed the phone number, name, and email to protect the identity of the person that this student interviewed. Anyway, you'll notice there's no running head, but there is a page number in the top right-hand corner. So this is an APA 7th edition student paper for Management 296. So as you are, it's always a good idea to read your paper out loud before submitting it. It's a good idea to double check that you have thoroughly answered every section. This is a 27-page paper written by this student, and he used level 1 APA headings to show me that he did each and every section thoroughly. So I think I asked for an index page, but I really meant table of content page. So this is what the table of contents looks like. When I use the insert, replace feature, I put last name for the person's name. So Carolyn last name, it should be Carolyn, whatever the person's last name is, and first name. And then, of course, the page numbers all need to be lined up. So there's a way to make Microsoft Word set up a table of contents for you. But this is the index that I'm asking for. So it's a table of contents, really. So as you may or may not be aware, the first heading is assumed to be an introduction. You don't use the word introduction, when you're doing an APA 7th edition paper. You use the name of the paper as the first heading. So the student did a really nice job. And the student did a really good job of using APA 7th edition in-text citation. So here, Jangra 2020. So this is an introduction here to the paper, to what the paper is going to look like. And then the student did a nice job of talking about the company, and I changed it to ABC Services for in order to keep everybody anonymous. HR issues and laws. This is one of the requirements from the syllabus. The student did a nice job of using a level 1 heading. Level 1 headings have all major words capitalized, and of course is not a major word, and it is bold and centered. That's an APA level 1 heading. They did a nice job of citing the person, and in this case I changed the person's last name to last name. So that was the find and replace feature of Microsoft Word changed all that for me. So that whenever you see that last name, that's the name of the interviewee, person that was interviewed by the student. So you can, of course, pause and rewind if you really want to read what this student wrote. But this student's a really good writer, and I loved how thoughtful they are. They didn't use AI. They cited sources perfectly throughout the paper. 10 behavioral job interview questions was another area that I asked for, and so that's a level 1 heading. It's centered and it's bold with all major words capitalized. And again, they cited sources in every paragraph. And in this course, you shared a lot of research, and your classmates shared a lot of research. So you could be reviewing what your classmates submitted And then you can go and find those articles so you can cite them in your paper. Again, there's no running head, just a page number in the top right-hand corner for every page. Just use the insert page number feature and position it in the top right corner. So again, you could pause this at any time to see, but see what you think. But these are the behavioral questions that were asked for, which takes up a majority of the paper. I'm scrolling down. 5 specific soft skills. So here's you could read what this student said, and again they cited the person that they interviewed or the interviewee, and they also cited the SHRM website. So what a really great opportunity for you to learn from experts. So just remember that whenever you see ABC Services, this is the name of the company that this student did, and then they cited different sources. Last name was the interviewee. So I'm just kind of scrolling down. You'll see another level 1 heading. It's bold with all major words capitalized and centered factors managers use in designing professional development for employees. So I love the way this student writes and how they made the paper flow. They made the paper interesting. They made the paper scholarly with sharing insights. They're saying what the expert said, and then they're supporting the idea with the literature, which is what a good student should be doing. So this is really all about you hearing from a professional who is doing human resources work and manage human resources work, and then you are showing that the experts are saying the same thing. So again, another level 1 heading from the syllabus, ADA and EEOC law regulations. Level 1 heading, centered, bold, major words capitalized. And this student did a wonderful job citing sources along the way, showing that yes, the experts agree with this. Here's what the person said, here's what the experts in the literature have said. So that's what in-text citations do. You'll notice it's last name, comma, space, date of the publication, and the period goes on the outside of the in-text citation, not before it, but after it. So you could pause and rewind at any point. This is a level 2 heading. So this person supported ideas related to the level 1 heading, which is ADA and EEOC, and they talk about a training manual here, which is level 2. So and they've expounded on ADA compliance, Title VII, Equal Pay Act, rules against sexual harassment, policies, consequences for non-compliance, job description. This probably should have been a level 1 heading since it is another category, so this is an error. But here they have outlined a job description for a field training manager. Again, this should have been level 1 since it's another category required by the syllabus. But these could be level 2 headings, which are properly done, left justified, and then training curriculum outline. So make sure you kind of take a look at what this person did. They outline the timing and the days. Thought they did a really nice job, very thoughtful. Does it make sense? That's the question. Looking at another level 1 heading, so this is another thing from the syllabus that you were asked to find out, do some research on, hear what your expert had to say about this. Challenges in the HR industry, another area required from the syllabus. And then a conclusion. A conclusion should sum things up. What are the key ideas from your paper? What should the reader have learned in reading your paper, and they did a short job. So here's another error. This resources page should say references. So if I were to edit this, references should be on a page of their own. So let's do it right, and it should say references. And then all of these should be double spaced and not. See how they are left justified, but they should be, your references should be double spaced and left indented. I am trying to figure out how to do double space. So paragraph maybe, line spacing, double. So I've highlighted. So now you can see. So publication titles, not article titles, should be in italics. So the reading teacher is a publication title, which is done properly, and then the title of the article, literacy, leadership, the importance of soft skills. Quarterly innovation prosperity is the name of the publication, the name of which is in italics, and the name of the publication is not impacts of employee training on their performance and improvements. So that is the article title, which is not in italics. And again, you have the publication number. These are the page numbers and the issue number. So anyway, that in a nutshell is an APA paper with minor formatting issues, but other than that, it's pretty thorough. And that is 29 pages with the changes. And of course, this should be properly formatted too. I don't know how to fix the formatting, but you kind of get the gist. So you're going to make this look nice and professional, and this should not be in bold because that is just another part of the table of contents, what I call the index. Anyway, I hope you found this paper helpful. Again, you can pause and rewind at any time. And of course, I'm here to support your success. My goal is that you show me you have learned and mastered the key learning outcomes of the course, and that's what the final papers in my classes always do. So I hope you've enjoyed the assignment, and thank you so much for taking time to watch this video to the end. And more than anything else, I hope you have a great day, because only you get to choose how you feel about it. I'm Dr. Paul Gerhardt.